to yours.
I love Christmas.
8:20, we're back now with Oscar and Golden Globe winner Matt Damon, and this past weekend he received a new honor. Parade magazine named Matt Damon the sexiest family man alive, and he takes on a family role in his new movie called We Bought a Zoo, playing a widowed father who thinks he's found the right place for a fresh start. Take a look.
This place is perfect. Why didn't you mention it earlier?
Well, that's a bit complicated.
Complicated's okay. What's so complicated about this place?
Well, you see, it's a zoo.
A zoo.
Yay!
Matt Damon, good morning, welcome back.
Thanks, man.
Are you doing a remake of Patton? What are you doing?
I just finished a movie and I had a completely shaved head for the thing, so I'm growing it back.
Do you like it? Do you like the way you look with it?
I loved it. It's been like 6 months or 7 months that I've had it like this, and it's really liberating and very easy.
You don't own a brush, you just dry with a washcloth.
Done.
You obviously never heard the rule you don't work with kids and animals. You work with both in this movie. Why'd you decide to do it?
Well, Cameron Crowe, the director, was really the draw for me, and we talked about that famous W.C. Fields, you know, never work with children or animals, but we kind of figured just we'd get it all out of the way in one movie. So it's the cutest kids you've ever seen, and you know, the most beautiful animals, and that's it. So if it goes horribly pear-shaped for us, we'll have learned our lesson.
Is it true that when you first started talking about doing this movie, you said, and I don't want this to sound derogatory, you said, I don't want it to turn out like a Disney version of this film. Nothing wrong with Disney movies.
No, I mean, no, of course, nothing at all. But yeah, the over-saccharine version.
You don't want things too simple and easy.
Yeah, or kind of cheesy, you know. So which is to say, more of like the kind of you know, TV movie version, you know, version of the thing would have been a movie that I just wouldn't want to really spend my time doing, because it's not the kind of movie I like to go see.
Now, so about the animals part of this, Scarlett Johansson was here a couple of days ago, and your co-star in this movie. And she revealed that when the snakes came around, because there's snakes in the movie and there's lots of, you're smiling already, when the snakes came around on the set, that you cried like a baby. That you were so afraid of the snakes you cried like a baby. Is that an exaggeration?
Yeah, well, that's just a slight exaggeration. I was not excited to be working with the snake. I had a thing about
fear of snakes?
No, I kind of got through it because there were so many of them. There's this one scene where these snakes escape from their crate, and there's like hundreds of them. And so I was really, I've never been a snake guy, and she was totally it. So the second she sensed some, you know, trepidation,
she pushed your buttons.
She was like wrapping them around her and then putting them on the kids, and the kids were laughing at me, and so I had to kind of man up and pick up the snakes.
We were talking a second ago, and I asked you, do you have any idea how many movies you've made? And you said, if you count cameos and things like that, maybe around 50. One of the things I was reading about you is since Good Will Hunting, you have done at least one movie a year for the last 15 years. Are you not the type who thinks maybe it's good every once in a while to just take a year or two off and sit around on your butt, or does that worry you?
I think for a long time it would have worried me. Just once Ben Affleck and I got our feet in the door, I think there was this tremendous impulse to keep working because we could, and because we'd been unemployed and we knew what that felt like, and working was better. And now I think I'm starting to get to a place where I'm a little calmer about it.
You don't think that the roles would not come your way if you were out of the public eye for a year, for example?
No, but I did have an interesting experience about a month and a half ago. I walked into Starbucks downtown, and it was right around NYU, and there were all these NYU students who were, you know, working the registers, and the girl I ordered from said, "Oh, hey, I'm a big fan," and I said, "Thanks a lot." And she goes, "I love The Departed," and I go, "Oh, great." I said, "I love that one too." And she goes, "I mean, I know it was a long time ago."
And you kind of went, well, have you seen any of my real stuff,
well,
my
yeah.
new stuff?
I mean, but I realized, you know, if you're 19 years old, The Departed came out with 12 or 13,
right.
and that does feel like a long time ago. Yeah, but I mean, I can remember what I had for lunch every day. You know, for that movie, I'll go, "Yeah, I had a ham sandwich that day," and so there is that thing of needing to kind of keep your foot in the door a little bit.
You obviously are well known for the Bourne movies. They're making a fourth now, I guess. You're not a part of it. But I understand that Jeremy Renner, who's in the movie, is not going to play Jason Bourne.
No, he's going to play another, my understanding, he's going to play another agent in a similar or the same program.
But the reason being that they reserved that role for you. It's like they put Larry Bird's number up in the rafters at Boston Garden, which is a pretty nice thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think because those movies travel they're not like the Bond movies in that you can watch the Bond movies out of order, because each one's kind of a standalone mission. The Bourne ones are, you have to see the first one to see the second one to see the third one.
Matt Damon, happy holidays.
Hey, thank you.
It's great to have you here.
You too, man.
And We Bought a Zoo opens in theaters on December 23rd, starring the sexiest family man alive.
The world's tallest midget.
Get ready for a Dodger